questions. Let me discuss for how we operationalize um, YouTube channel to make it up. So um, best way to kind of describe it is I do have two different applications set up on the phone, and of course, guys, this is the application make it super easy for you to get more leads, generate some thumbnails, and of course, it will make it easier for you to remix your Sora to YouTube videos. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly jump in this automation, and um, the best way I'm going to show you is by getting settings, and I'm quickly setting up the settings in this phone. And yeah, let's kind of open up the automation. So we're going to quickly open up the automation. This is my setup, guys, by the way, and you can see how everything is set up. And hopefully, you guys have a question. Ask them. I'm going to quickly jump to YouTube channel. So over here, I kind of have some of them already set up. It just needs to replicate. Meanwhile, I will log in YouTube and show you guys what's up. So this is what's going on YouTube channel. Quickly jump in. So this way, see your comments. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask them away. And yeah, just have the YouTube phone over here. And yeah, so the YouTube channel is running, and let's take a look at some of those automations that you can run. And the this one automation is pretty. Right now you could see it on my phone, but also you see it on this one as well. So you can kind of see the full setup and also see the automation. So over here, I'm just gonna go to shortcuts, and I'm gonna quickly turn that on. And this is YouTube plus Sora to Mixer. So this one is actually pretty good because you run it and it puts you through the whole process of creating a thumbnail and then mix it together with your Sora to Mixer video. With your Sora to generated video, you can use a mixer, Remixer to mix it up. So as soon as you click that, it asks you, it pretty much says, hey, give me your title for your video. Like pretty. So the default title I will just put Pretty Little Baby, but you can use the microphone or just type whatever the title is of your video. So whenever you generate a Sora to video, you want to have this preconceived notion of what you want to construct, whether it's marketing angle or any other kind of video that you're creating for your short form content. But the goal is to take that short form content and construct it using Sora to videos, create a thumbnail, mix the description and the title, everything together in the video so people can quickly understand it. So this will get a lot of views on YouTube. Now, if you don't do this, you can get a lot less views, and if you don't follow this precise automation, and this automation will help you consistently get more views. So let me say we hit done. Over here it says tell your audience in plain English what your video is all about. Keep it short. And over here click OK. And of course right now, so over here guys, as you can see, this auto it created this little thing over here. And right now what we're going to do, we're going to continue. As you can see, it opened up YouTube and it says let's create a short video Bible, and you go like I bet, and it walks you through the whole steps of creating one. So let me just kind of restart it again. So on the phone right now, you can't really hear it because my audio is not coming in from that phone. But um, let me see if I could make the audio come in from the phone. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play YouTube video. We're gonna see if the audio is coming in, and then see if I can insert the audio from the iPhone into. Okay, it doesn't seem like I'm getting that input from the audio. Hold on a second. I'm gonna stop the video to see if I can share it again on Zoom. Test, 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 test. About test. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly share the screen, so this way you can kind of see everything. Yay! Okay, yay! Let's get cooking, guys. Let's get cooking. I'm just gonna quickly share it, and I'm gonna reshare. Don't reshare again. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, guys. So right now, what we see this. So right now, what we're gonna do, before we begin the internet, we're gonna format this drive real quick. So we're gonna take this. Let me just kind of show you what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, let me just turn on the camera. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this and we're gonna update the Google Drive. So we're gonna format it and then we're gonna continue, guys. So we're gonna continue Google Drive. So let's do this. Let's format it. Okay, let's take a look how we're gonna format this. We're gonna do some formatting first, guys. ChatGPT. How do you format? How do you format a drive in Windows? Volume. What's the tool? So disk. Okay, let's go ahead and format the drive. Then we're gonna put it on the Google Drive. We'll continue with the rest. With the rest. C D partition 0 free space. I'm gonna delete that. Doing a little bit of formatting. Formatting. That's how you format the drive, guys. This is how easy. Okay, let's do properties. So right now, what we're doing a quick formatting, guys. This is something that is not taught in college. This is really a unique skill. And what we just did a formatting of the drive, of the thumb drive. Typically, the reason why you got to do this is when the monitor begins acting up, you need to install new drivers in the monitor. For that, you need to have a certain partition size, which is below the modern day partitions. So you need to use this tool to go ahead and create a value and remove everything, build a new drive, basically create a value. You'll be able to use it in your monitor to do firmware updating. So my monitor is updated. You can see lots of monitors that I have. You can see this setup. And which other thing is a different display, that kind of stuff. But the idea is, right now you can kind of see my hand, you see all these different things, different windows, right? It's kind of a crazy looking setup. But the idea is relatively simple. If you run out of drive space, let's say you're using a thumbstick to create, to like start connecting to your monitor, and you wanted to update the firmware so that we could have no glitches in the otherwise your monitor just will turn off and it won't work. And of course, this is what made people suffer through, and I kind of hit one of those roadblocks recently. So what I did before we begin, I quickly formatted this thing, and now that I created the drive space using this, I have to revert back. I have to After I formatted it, I realized that I didn't actually need to update the firmware. I figured out a workaround using HDMI cable. I have different kind of cables, guys, and when you have too many different cables, too many software, things can go wrong quickly. So let's go ahead and do something very interesting. What we're gonna do now, so right now I have the G drive. Apparently that G drive is out of space, and as you can see that, and of course, guys, we're building innovative, creative automations. Each of those skills is like gold for you. Definitely quickly learn them, and as I quickly iterate those tasks. Um, Now, of course, I'll show you certain incredible information that will allow you to use Sora 2 in combination with creating thumbnails and be able to blast that video in combinations using your iPhone. Now, nobody does that. Nobody goes through a combination of um, a cloud automation, building insane apps while building plugin apps for brand. So, um, let's try to, because if I don't fix this problem over here, we're going to be kind of cooked. So let me kind of fix this real quick. Right now, kind of, uh, gosh, let me kind of show you what I'm up to. So right now I have this folder YouTube. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of YouTube stuff. Let's probably, what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna take those videos and we're gonna back them up into a drive. But we're gonna do this in a way where we're not gonna get cooked, okay? So what is the best way to do that? It's the quick. So if you paid money for Google Drive, trust me, guys, that's a good deal. But sooner or later you may run out of your drive space, and you need to kind of, you know, like fix this situation. Now you could have a stick like this that you could, where you can just back up all of the videos, so this will free up your Google Drive space. And of course, this YouTube folder that you see right now, it's automated, meaning anytime I drop something into this folder, automation kicks in. So we definitely don't want to trigger too many automations. The reverse effect is not like if I remove a file, automation is not there. If I add a folder into a G drive, automation will kick in. Now, what kind of automation? Automation that drops anytime I drop something into the folder, it will be, it will just, you know, it will just be available on YouTube. So right now, I'm just going to quickly copy this bad boy over here. Just kind of quickly copy it. This is very simple of backing out your drive. So this way you don't have to spend money on a monthly basis. Right now, I just copy the files. So right now, as you can see, there's this management utility. This is the tool that we have 953 gigabytes of data, almost 1 terabyte. We got a lot to go. So how do we do this in a way where we're not going to get code? We've kind of seen how that it transfers files. Can I go ahead and clean up more space? I could absolutely do that, but I kind of need those Google files, but at the same time I don't really need them. So I only need them when I'm in creativity mode. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of I'm just going to do Control A. This is a really skill, very interesting skill that you do Control A and you Control C. Doing so will make it possible to highlight multiple files. Now you could de-highlight a folder because we don't know what's inside of that folder, but we highlighted all of that, and now we are moving in the direction of something else. This is kind of you barely can see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch between screens. Out of a sudden, I switch between screens. What is that skill that I just introduced? That I switch between screens. Now, I'm going to do this again. You guys ready? I'm going to go ahead and switch between screens. You ready?
Provided everything I need to finally have a balanced digital life that I always wanted. Plus, I can afford more travel now too.
2 more drinks cause tonight I want it. A little context if you care to listen. I find myself in a shit position. The woman that I love set me down last night and she told me that it's over, done decision. No, I don't wanna feel how my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't wanna feel, so I stick to sipping. And I'm out on the town with a simple mission. In my slim fit suit and this shit is sitting. I'm a heartbroken man, can't smile, won't dance. In the back of the nightclub, hiding my pain. I don't trust any of the people I'm with. In the back of the taxi, sniffing cocaine. Calls, texts, tears, sex. I was looking for a girl who was on the same page. Now it's back to the intro, back to the bar, to the taxi, to the hotel, to my old way. I don't wanna feel how I did last night.
Okay, guys, so I think you've quickly seen the progression of switching screen. That's another skill that I introduced. It's a hybrid skill that I don't thought of anywhere in the world, guys. The concept of switching could be connected to AI switch, where you could basically have a bunch of voice commands where you can switch between different screen apps. Um, if you're interested in developing that skills between screen switching, take a look at my apps stacking workshops. But right now, what we're going to do, we're going to transfer this file, and right now you can kind of clearly see what is happening. We got a lot of things we got to cook up. So we have incredible amount of files being delivered right now on the drive. That drive is, it's a little USB stick. As you can see, there's 1% moving. But let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Once again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and switch the screen. Once again, guys, it's not done anywhere near what I'm showing you. Like people typically just show what they do on a screen, but they never describe what they actually do. What I'm showing to you is what I'm actually doing. And so this way, people can build an incredible brand, make incredible amount of money, and have a beautiful life, application, lots of things. But let me go ahead and show you. Like right now, what I'm going to do is point at the drive. Okay? So I'm going to switch the screen. Now, what I have is this little. This is my setup. This is the drive. This is a little USB stick that's plugged in. This USB stick is what has 1 terabyte of space. This is my setup in my house. This is my screen. It's a big white screen. I have a massage chair that sits over there that I could kind of get that massage when I want to. Then I have this setup over here. It's a bizarre looking setup. If you look at many different channels, you will not find that setup like this, where people sit down and show you multiple items. And by the way, if you have multiple items, let me show you guys how the setup looks like on that phone. So this way I can see what you guys are asking. You have the questions that you ask, and I see this. This is the spoke iPhone that I talk about in my creative video animations that makes it possible for me to have virtual assistant sort of style of kind of a virtual assistant on a phone, where I am me myself being a virtual assistant for example, those creative video animations that we cook up over here in this channel. So what does this phone do? It can do many different things while I'm using the primary phone, such as blasting anything we do across multiple socials using this phone so this way we can kind of continue while streaming blasting things across natively across platforms using the secondary phone. It's also using many different other automations that gives you an upper edge over other people who don't use two phones. This is the secret many people don't know about and rarely have seen anybody execute. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something special. We're gonna, right now, you have seen the format that you have seen multiple UGC, uh, multiple UGC skills. But let me show you what I'm actually using for my UGC game, which what I'm gonna do next. And by the way, we're at before I show you my UGC game, let me show you where we are currently on the drive space. As you can see, with 6% drive space, we need to clean this up. Why? To get the space back for Google Drive. And then let me show you the UGC here that I'm using. Okay, we'll go ahead and switch.
ThreadStack provided everything I need to finally have balanced digital life that I always wanted. Plus, I can afford more travel now too.
Also, so now you see my UGC here, you kind of learn about ThreadStack as well, the process. Once again, guys, what am I doing? Switching between skills. This is called ops stacking. Take a look at that skill. It may, if you use the skill, what your goal, many people don't explain this. Your goal, in order for you to make money, you need to inject as much as possible, like as much information as possible in a short amount of time for what your brand represents in every single workshop. I follow a mathematical formula when I inject those different types of formats of the videos across as I'm building my brand. This is called evolution equation formula. You have to look it up on my threads. If we go on threads, you're gonna when you follow me on my bio, you're gonna be able to see which formula I'm using. It's been featured on Reddit. Millions of people got like amazed by this formula, but when I looked it up, I didn't really think too much about it. It's just that the formula says it if you want to do anything, any kind of power bottom, any kind of business, in order for it to succeed, you need to have multiple representations of whatever that business is in multiple media formats, representing the same thing across multiple subsets. So, like, don't get too much, but those subsets is what you're like looking at right now. Those subsets represent representational formats of your brand as you build. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you slowly as I'm iterating through multiple subsets of my brand. Think of a subset as like a Venn diagram of circles, where you have a circle intersecting with another circle, sort of like a Venn diagram. You have those intersects. Think of intersects as neutral dots or digits that create incredible learning effectiveness in your brain, something that will motivate you to continue watching and gaining something out of this. The only way you're going to be able to create learning impact is if you introduce different variations of that brand. Now, this is why you need apps and stacking skill, because one workshop probably most people execute, showing crazy things like formatting that you have. And the next thing, what you can do, like a PowerPoint presentation. In fact, let me go ahead and put one on. Show you. Here's an example of a PowerPoint presentation. This is notice how I pick another format and represent the same exact thing in a different format, meaning it's still the same brand that I'm representing, but I'm representing it in a different format that will mesmerize me. Once again, this is the another word. What exactly I'm doing? Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a flying die. find that it's like think of it as nothing more as a way of representing your brand. Right now, you can't see it. You can cut off, move this back, and kind of show it to you here, and show it to you in a better way. But basically, when you have multiple kind of things that you're building up, you need to understand one thing, that whatever the brand that you're building, you want to represent it. You represent the logic of that brand in extreme clarity, meaning people always talk about clarity, but they don't exactly show how do you get that clarity. That clarity is impossible to get just by looking at a single YouTube video, unless you take every part of every step and visualize it in the form of a moving progressive steps with the dot. Right here, you don't do that, but let me go ahead and try to take that out of my primary screen and show to you. But basically, if I do, if I start doing something like this, let me just move that around, just place it like this. Okay, you could probably see that. So this way I could show you that. Okay, there we go. So right now on my screen, the way it looks like, I have three monitors. You guys see on the primary screen. You also see combinations of different text on the bottom that increases your effectiveness of caption. That injection of captions maximizes your learning effectiveness exponentially because now you get to see you get to see the variation of my mind production with the inclusion of laser pointers, including laser pointers right now. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm using my left hand to like move around and show you guys the laser pointers. Then I'm including steps, and then you can see that moment. So, like right now, I'm showing you the logistics behind the concepts that people don't talk about. They just kind of just see people do, but nobody really explains what they're doing. And then you never learn, you never understand, you just fail in life because nobody explained that this is what you need to do. Introduce clarity. Notice how the first thing I did is introduce from step one, I jump straight to step five, and it's not step two. Have you guys noticed that? This this is because people's brains they instantly get bored if you go to step two. They want to see in the beginning exactly what they did. Like over here, you could see like on step one, you see right away how talented agency feeds moms viral marketing efforts built that brand based on moms library that brand content. You see that as step one. If I was to going jump in and describe how I would quickly lose people in the process. So what I do instead include include this step where I show you like step five, and then immediately each individual step all the way to step five. Because out of sun you see the end goal, you see marketing angle for your luxury pet product immediately you know like oh my god that would be fire. They have a marketing angle fused directly into my home. I would say no, I don't have to do too much, but you say how to say it just does it to me. Like you kind of see the full transformation, and then all of a sudden you can iterate through that while still holding momentum, holding the laser point, right? So the laser point is communicating with the audience using hand. So I'm using a combination of hand. Right now I have my thumb. This is the thumb doing the laser pointer, and on the right hand I have another finger on the right button. So when I click on the right button, it does this. How do I do this? How do I introduce this motion? There's motion things I introduce in PowerPoint. So I'm using the tools in PowerPoint. Now, once again, guys, this is not about anywhere in the world. Use all sorts of AI tools, but forget to use the most modern, the most original, the most used to exist. What I'm doing is I'm jumping into the past, showing you guys the path from what worked before, introducing the past into the future, but also combining AI, more AI from the future, which is modern day today, and whatever that used to work in the past, which used to work in the past, that created incredible learning effectiveness. So right now, as you can see, this is, you always gotta have a wall, right? Always gotta have problem. So problem always gotta be a problem. You have to show what the problem is solved. So what the problem is and what it solves. Always starts off with that. So it feels like my mind is a little, I don't know, a little bit when I'm struggling to get visibility and I know most of the stress is the market. So that's a problem. Hard to show up on that right page on TikTok. That's a problem. Right? That's a problem. Then what's the solution? What about the solution? Show AI generated video of a bougie boss model. Now, having to what? Not with some everything beginning to register. Like everything that I just mentioned before about the icons, up to your neural, when you start creating neural connection in your brain. Remember what I mentioned earlier about the icons and seeing that in picture. Now you're like, oh my god, this is really interesting. I'm interested. Like, what the hell does this do? Well, this is a engaging solution for how to place where you use photos that you don't think that's so this way says for your level that. So this way, it's probably trying to figure out what marketing is there. You just get them right your phone. And of course, it guides you the process that you simply follow and execute, and you will increase more chances of making good sales. Now, this is architecture, this software systems, everything that handled into that system, the marketing angles that we struck, and then they get passed on to they are dynamic in nature. They get passed on into execution systems, and then effectively they get passed on to Zapier and to push copy. So marketing angles that specifically for like with background historical context, digitally tailored per your needs and your very own execution systems. So this is where we come you up with your very own systems, right? Because we know for that we're not really trying to convince you to buy anything from us. What we're trying to convince you to do is to get your customers to buy from you. And this is the reason why we are including the systems CRM and methodologies, because it will make a huge difference for you, because it will allow you to digitally tailor your marketing plans for your leads that you will be getting as you move in the luxury background. Of course, this is what we talk about is luxury background, building your TikTok shop dropship empire and having a bunch of people selling your pet products. So this way you can get more your pets gets those. But essentially, you need to have all of these marketing angles moved into the form. How do we design the form in Stitch? What is Stitch? Now, watch how it includes the I kind of jump in Stitch. And typically, what you guys want to do, if you jump in across any kind of slide, what you could do, you can kind of quickly and let me just start this up from the current slide and display settings and swap the presenter view. And let me just show you what I'm doing. So right here, what I'm introducing is additional sets of I'm going to the floor architecture guide. Notice how I covered the business part. And now I'm going to architecture diagram and all those other pieces. And Stitch, what was I talking about? I was talking about Stitch. Remember, you want to be congruent when you're communicating, you want to be congruent, meaning you without a laser pointer. If you talked about Stitch, you want to tell people, hey guys, look, this is what I designed this Stitch. This is what the app that looks like, the phone looks like. And as you iterate through each app, there's going to be a little AI avatar that we're going to inject to your app that's going to be talking to you and looking at you and analyzing every single move. But how are we going to know what we say, how we say it, and what exactly are we talking about? What exactly are we describing? You see, because we're the ones that designed those workflows, we know precisely the context of each step. So in simple words, we already know what is working on the internet. We already know how to like increase the chances of you getting more money and sales from your from the pet products. But why? Because we analyze and do the ratings of each individual product. We look at many gurus out there who are making insane, incredible amount of money. We snipe them and we operationalize their knowledge into those motivations. Because it's no good. It's not going to be any good for you if you just learn it from a guru, but you can't really execute any of that because there's too much information and you don't really have any step by step kind of operationalized task that you could execute that in fact it's going to work. So what we do instead of listening to the gurus and spending a colossal amount of time for infinity, what we do, we quickly snipe them, get that content, see what works, operationalize them, put them directly on the UI with those automations, and it will help you increase your engagement, get categorized in a 5-page build relationship, reduce mental fatigue from knowing what to reply with, and essentially what we're doing is steering up the product by responding to the viral comment on a TikTok. So the way the whole process works is um, like it first of all solve multiple problems. Second of all, like this is a tech stack you gotta have if you want to build this. If you want to build this to solve this in this tech stack, you gotta have there's a spoke iPhone, there's a hub iPhone, there's a bunch of apps that you use on your phone. The number one app is push custom. This what allows us injection into your iPhone. Now uh, you probably know that um, Apple likes to restrict inbound kind of functions that get into iPhone. You can't really like our goal was to inject automations into mom's lifestyle, and that means in letting moms know what automation to execute when and based on what trend, how, and what time period in combination with their mood. That's a difficult problem to solve. How are we gonna know what is a mood of a Gucci boss mom? How do we know like the only way we're gonna know we're gonna get that input and output back to us. Who is us? The whole system, cloud system that is built on a tech stack that I'm showing you here. This is so the pushbot is something that exists on your phone. Zapier is something that is just connects to the system server to get to the pipeline. What is the pipeline? Marketing angles. Marketing angles that we discover on the internet based on your product, based on product research for your particular product. We inject them, send it over to you. Why do we do that through creative vision systems? Because we want to track not only you, but we want to track all of your customers too. So this way, we have control of all of your customers in one central system. And for that, we need pipeline that will track everything, every single activity. Like what kind of, what exactly we're talking about. Notice how quickly I can play right now, almost like spam my left button on the keyboard, and quickly the button. We're iterating to the point. Once again, guys, if you could imagine, I'm using my hand, my thumb, and moving, creating that circular creating that circular practice that circular movement, guys. Okay? What am I showing over here? I'm showing the y-axis and the x-axis. On x-axis, what do we have? We have past data, present data, future data, business knowledge value, and we show product launch cycle. Product pre-launch, launch, post-launch. What does that mean? When you build a TikTok shop, brand, obviously you're going to be selling profitable products. That product, obviously you don't want to go bankrupt, getting the wrong product or buying like 1,000 units of the product and then lose your shit. Clearly, you don't want that to happen. But how do we make sure that that doesn't happen? How do we know what to do, what activities that you got to do in that launch phase, post-launch phase, continuous research, optimization phase, doing scaling, threat tracking? How do we do that? How do we know that? How do we prevent tooth failing? What we do in each of those phases, we assist moms with the entire product life cycle, helping you grow your TikTok shop, love your background, reducing the risk of failure for your white label or private label. Imagine finding a product that is fire, like a lot of your pet rush on the internet. I mean, like through some of our research processes. Imagine initially you're not a certain mom, you're not really sure how to find a viable product. Later on, you come across this channel and you're like, oh my god, I I love this. I I finally see the hope because I found a company that explains everything step by step for how we pre-launch, launch, and post-launch the entire product and get other people to sell my luxury pet toys for me. And I could just be, I don't know, drinking coffee while other people UGC figures promoting company for me and responding money. I didn't know this such company existed. Well, it does, guys. But if you see, so notice how like pay close attention to how I'm describing the entire mind. I'm iterating through the entire mind and taking it into future state. So initially you're not certain mom, then you become certain, then you become the ready to launch mom, then you become happy mom, then you become money making mom. How do we achieve the money making mom concept? Well, we offer several trainings. One of them is Feudal Incubator through our rigorous Feudal Incubator training across multiple workshops. You get all the pillars of freedom that you need in order to gain that comfort of comfortably making building that web store. Notice how, as I communicate with you, I constantly iterate and reiterate that store, that store, that store. Have you noticed that? Once again, guys, nobody doubles down on explaining those concepts. You will not find a single channel that explains specifically not just like what we operate or how we operate, but the dynamics, the mechanical constructs behind psychology, what uh, what we are focusing in order to place learning effectiveness in the eyes of the audience using the same concepts while creating presentation like this. Now, if you don't have a presentation like this, you want to squabble up together with us and simply sell our system and fall through the same skill that I just described and get some affiliate while at the same time learning, then definitely guys reach out to me. So this way you can resell some of those affiliate incubators for us. Then of course, those uh, those affiliate incubators are custom coaching training programs that comes with better teaching systems level and AI automations. So there's lots of AI automations, guys, and you can see many different videos on YouTube. So they're called better automations. In fact, there's cover another one that has to do with Sora tool thumbnail generation that we just recently came out. But if I was to just kind of describe them to you and don't describe what is happening behind the scenes, it's not going to bring you much good as a person. You will get more good from watching this video because then you're going to understand this behind the scenes and then you're going to be like, oh my god, those automations that you guys are working on is absolutely insane. I want to be on this. So it's either A, you get jump on this and learn from this video incubator. There's a cost factor involved with this where we help you learn some of these hybrid skills that are not for college. And of course, help you build that shop dropship empire. So this way you can make sales. Again, notice I keep bringing industry companies. Notice how I'm rotating, mixing, remixing, and describing the same concepts from our English, going into the past, going into the future, using the left keyboard arrow, the right keyboard arrow, using the arrows rotating motions. Now, going back to what I was saying, we have also formal training threads. The cost for feeder incubator is a bit more costly, guys. So we only recommend that if you're ready to hit the ground running. The benefit is you get the automation system seller, which includes email merchant campaign, book converting system, all sorts of business automations, all sorts of other automations that we built already that integrates with Slack, etc. So this way you can get all those people from different socials brought to your feeder clinic from different socials, from Insta, from TED, from wherever, everything into one central system. Now, of course, if you look at my other workshops, learn more about what the central system CRM is, or take a look at our threads. But we also offer informal training, which is called Thread Stack, which is cheaper. It's only $40.99 per month. This one is more expensive, guys. This one is $14.99 per month, where you can ask me a question directly in our community. We have close to 100,000 site customers and close to 100 coaches. If I discover that you are lacking skill, that particular, that maybe you're very good at something, but you're just missing the skill, something that I can offer or help with, what I'll do is I'll refer you to another coach who you can get the skill and come back to me to learn more skills and further. So this way you get help from multiple. We also have grants available. So if you don't have money, you could we have coaches that can help you apply for grants on a pro bono basis. So this way you could have money to hire some of my hustlers who can on an hourly basis based on package of hours who can help you operationalize some of those fit fusion automations, fit fusion system for your existing brand, for your business, or for the future business that you're trying to do. So grants, imagine getting a grant. Imagine like applying for one and getting like $10,000. So when people say I don't have enough money, I always tell them, well, if you join my community, you can try applying for some of these grants. If you're not sure how to apply for them, they do have coaches that can help as well. All you gotta do is DM the word path on my Insta, and I'll send you access to my community and access to the stack. Now, right now, of course, we also have Tribe Challenge. So prior to doing in case if you like what you see, in case if you are, let's say you're a library background, really, but you are really, you struggle with being afraid to get scammed, you're afraid to uh, get involved with any Chinese suppliers to get your product. You just don't know what to do. Like you feel overwhelmed. Then what you could do, you could join, try, you could join, try before you commit challenge. You get to try out little commit before you commit. Notice once again, guys, I'm making it circular. Guys, my name is John Wells. I'm a 40% creative writer, former certified math teacher in the state of Connecticut with a degree in mathematics and cybersecurity and cloud engineering with an international talent agency creative teaching system. My company name also being uh, like I started building that maybe a year and a half ago, close to that time. And within 2 months of me building it, $1 billion company named Pepsi created a drink after my company name called Creative Fusion by Mountain Dew. If you haven't had a chance to try it yet, that drink, definitely let me know how it tastes. But um, yeah, guys, and also check us out on Threads. But going back to this, try before you can be challenged. So, like I understand that you may be on the edge. You may be thinking, like, man, I don't really want to spend any money if I don't make any money. Which is why we provide try before you can challenge, where we give you the product to run ads with. Meaning we'll research the product, like let's say luxury pet brush. We'll research it. Because we don't want to lose our shirt. We're not ready to like give somebody an opportunity to do something big like researching the product and figuring out and going through all those complexities until you actually join our tool incubator where you get that experience. But what we could give you, we could give you a product that we research and we know the fact that it's going to be viral, that it's going to be good. You run ads with it, and of course we allocate a little budget for you to run with ads with it. We'll provide you the training on how to run ads, how to control the cost, that kind of stuff. And if it makes money, great. You're gonna see how it works. And congratulations, you just gained incredible skills for running ads. Except you only did it. You did it for us. You helped us make more sales. But at the same time, you helped yourself learning valuable skills for how to run ads. And then that will give you enough level of comfort to say, you know what, I actually want to have my own pet product that I want to research. I want to launch. I want to have a bunch of agency creators selling it. I'm tired of getting other people rich. I want to, I want to get UGC creators to promote me, my product. I want to get rich myself. And at that point, you can join the Google incubator and after you see the results, now get some of the money. Obviously, learn how to run ads. We talk about meta ads. We talk about many different ways of running them and finding out when to scale them. There's some graphs that I want to show you. Some other things. But the idea is you just run meta ads and then you increase the budget a little bit more and then you keep a close eye on them and control the budget. Now, it's easy to control the budget, but you kind of the graph, when you launch a product, it goes through the curve, it goes through like a bell curve where you launch it and then it goes down and then you launch it and then you have to, so basically you have to be launching different ads quickly as soon as you reach the point where the graph, the bell curve kind of starts going down. So this we can kind of start off from multiple ads, and each ad will have like this kind of increased curve as over time. And what does that mean? That when you run multiple angles, multiple marketing ads from multiple marketing angles, it will increase our chances to make money. And of course, this is a mathematical tool. Rarely anybody talks about it. Anybody talks about that, but the idea here is for you to kind of understand how to do that, how to run those ads, and then later on graduate to the next phase where you can learn how to do ratings of the products, figure out is this product going to pop? Does it have an impact factor? Does it meet the 3% defect ratio? Does it look like somebody would be interested in how comparable is it compared to Amazon? Is it easily comparable? Is it market saturated? There's many different conditions, guys, that included in many of those phases. And of course, we don't want you to fail, including the conditions of what to do when you actually launch the product. You gotta have your GC created lined up. You gotta be like, you gotta have all those systems lined up because the minute you reach to like one or two UGC creators, you're gonna lose track of what happened, where you at. They're gonna be like UGC creators can easily be scamming you, not giving you any kind of results, and you don't want to be in a situation like that. You want to have full systems ready before you even reach out to any UGC creators. the same applies to suppliers and sourcing agents when it comes to this phase of full launch cycle. And of course, this the higher more complex topic of how to find them in China, how to do this, how to not get scammed, etc. All those topics is something I want to cover. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to quickly, kind of now that you guys understand we are in type of capacity, and like this the window, I just move that around, but on the bottom, you can see a little scroller. Once again, it's fairly set up that kind of scroll. It's just what I'm using when I'm using ops. Take a look at my ops stacking skills. Use on the YouTube channel, search for ops stacking, ops stacking skill, that kind of stuff. Find some of these workshops and go to my bio. Kind of spicy that I want to talk about is the Fluid Fusion automations that we would recently with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out an iPhone and walk you through some of those Fluid Fusion automations. Now, of course, what I'll do is I'll kind of take my phone and just look at the setup itself, like just without even before I show you the automation. Look at the setup itself that I'm showing you. It's absolutely insane, right, guys? Like you can see that I'm just showing you. I'm using fingers. I'm using um, I'm using phone. I'm using another phone right here, right here, right. So this is another phone. I'm showing you the camera what's going on. I'm showing you multiple screens. This is the setup you gotta have. It's a long monitor, by the way, guys. Extremely long monitor. So long that the drivers, when I was trying to plug it in, the cable, because I wanted to switch between my personal laptop and my work laptop. I'm also, by the way, guys, I'm on cloud cybersecurity in Wall Street, one of the companies. So I wanted to switch between laptop, my personal, and my work. And this thing, it just didn't work. I started looking, and I found out that the drivers are cooked. That's what led me to this whole drive thing. And that's why, and while I was trying to solve the drive problem, I realized I have another problem. Google Drive is full. And so I figured I'd kill multiple birds with one stone while showing you guys at the same time what I'm doing. But right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the next set of automations, which is kind of, I mean, this is the one that we're looking at. So we're going to open up shortcut. The latest one that we cooked up, guys, is called YouTube plus Sora Remixer. Now, the best way to describe it is, if I was to turn on that automation, think of it this way. It's an automation that makes it possible for us to kind of, how should I say that, to remix, to, let's say, let me just kind of formulate my thought process to explain to you better what it does. Because if I just start showing it to you, you will understand quickly once I'll start showing it to you. But I want to give you context before I show it to you. So as you guys know, Sora 2 is a powerful, powerful model. In fact, you have seen many of my videos drop on YouTube Shorts. You see how well they do with Sora 2. In fact, let me go ahead and just show you the Sora 2. So this is what we do with Sora 2. This is Sora. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And as you can see, I have a bunch of videos. Wait, let me go ahead and play a couple of those videos. For example, this one. You know what? It's funny because when I'm on Zoom, it doesn't show it. So it's okay. We're going to solve that problem. I'll still show you those videos on YouTube. So we're going to go to YouTube and I'm going to show you those videos just so this way you have an understanding what we're doing. So over here, we got 372 views using this automation versus like 2 views or 42 views. Now, what did I do? Notice, please, 172 views. I'm going to click on it. So that was the first video. Now, this video that I just showed you was created with this automation in combination with this automation. So the first thing which you want to do, you want to create the video. And the video is going to be the Sora. It's very easy to create a video. You just describe, you click plus button, and you just describe what you want to describe. Now, let's take a look at another video. But you have probably notice how it says pretty little baby, this is fire. This concept alone of including contact captions in front of the video, if you don't include that part in front of the video, then it's going to be hard for you to like get attention of the person, and the video is not going to do well. What I did is I basically integrated the concept of creating that captions directly, natively in the phone. So, but before I show you how, and not only captions, but you integrate together with the actual automation, meaning both videos, the Sora video and the captions video and caption image. You combine them together to create a singular video that will result in lots of views, guys. This is, by the way, this is very hard to get numbers like this, like 372 views. It's literally almost impossible, guys, unless you use some of those automations. Now, check this out. Before, I wanted to show you the power of Sora. So here's an example. So imagine how I was able to just get, but notice how I created this video. It didn't really get a lot of results with Sora, right? This is what happens when you just use Sora and you don't use the creative fusion automation. You get like minimum number of views. Look, only 3 views. Here's another one that I created with Sora, 7 views. So notice this one, 7 views. And this one, when I had my birthday 2 days ago, I created this one. So I was trying to get animal to swim, and this is what happens when I made it this way. So now keep in mind, I didn't use my Creative Fusion automation, yet it still got pretty good views. But the thing is, it would increase your chances when you use Creative Fusion automations. When you include thumbnail and when you include the crazy looking video like this and a viral music, something that um, YouTube is gonna like, because YouTube doesn't like when you just do nothing but short videos and don't use any of the native features. You quickly will, sooner or later, will reach the point where it's just gonna be you getting like 1 or 2 views for for the video. Clearly, guys, we don't want you to get 1 or 2 views. We want you to get many views. So, and to solve that problem, we created this automation that makes it easy to use your regular iPhone to create a thumbnail and combine it together with your Sora 2 video. Now, keep in mind, this automation is not for everybody, but let's go ahead and finish it. So, go here, and we're gonna take a look at this one. So this one got 750. So let's go ahead and um, show it to you progress. Okay. So we turn it on. It asks, the first thing it asks is give me a short title for your video. And of course, you can type it in over here right now. The microphone is not available on Zoom, but you can type it in, or you can record a title and just hit done. Then it will tell your audience in plain English what your video is all about. Keep it short. Now, this is where it's a little dictate feature comes up, but it will be closed because I'm on Zoom. But it just allows you to use your voice to say a couple of things about your video, and whatever it is that you say will end up in that thumbnail. You probably noticed. Okay, so you guys heard what it is. Now, what you see over here is, notice how it took that title and included it in Very Little Baby, and then you hit OK, and then it says let's create a short form video real quick on the bottom right corner, and what you do, you feel like, all right, bet. Okay, so you click it. So it says now hit plus sign to start editing video. So over here you can kind of hit the plus sign and you go to short, click OK. So when you go short to start editing video, click plus sign, then you hit OK. Okay, so we're gonna follow what it said. That sound. We're gonna add this one, Pretty Little Baby. But you could pick any other one. Typically, what I do is I pick the same one that's viral and it's been already like it's constantly driving the views. Now go ahead and it says click add sound and select viral. Hit OK. Click OK. Hit add button. Okay, and I'm gonna hit OK. Select multiple buttons, then hit OK. I'm gonna select multiple buttons. Hit OK. Pick your first thumbnail and pick Sora. So I'm gonna pick this one, and I'm gonna pick the Sora video over here. And of course, if you have lots of videos, you can scroll a little bit, but you pick Sora, then you hit next, and then you hit this thing, then you hit next, and over here you paste the, because right now what I did is I turned off the automation by accident, but typically it would guide you further. So if I was to kind of explain to you what I mean by that. So right now what I did is I made a little mistake. I closed the automation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna show it to you again from the. I'm gonna close the YouTube and show it to you again from the starting position. So what it looks like. Okay. It's fire. It's just okay. So it's waiting 2 seconds. It gave you a little preview. Then it opens up YouTube. It says let's create a short form video. Like I bet. Okay, so let's create a video real quick. On bottom right corner, click on profile. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. Now hit plus sign and click OK. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna add viral sound like this. Now it says add your video. Hit OK in the window. So hit OK. Hit select multiple buttons. Select that. Okay. Pick your first video thumbnail. So I'm gonna pick this one and pick your Sora one. Okay. So you first obviously gotta create the Sora video. It's fairly easy the process. And then you hit OK. Now hit done, then hit check. So when I say done, it's really means next to correct that. But hit next, okay, next, okay, hit done, next, and done. Done. Then So I'm gonna hit OK. Oh, it's telling me about adjusting the speaker. So it says on top right corner, click on the speaker, click on the window. Okay. I do feel like my video needs to be playing louder than Pretty Little Baby. I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna hit OK. And it, okay. Then it hit the X button and hit the next button. Okay. I'm gonna hit OK. Now hit next and paste your title in the video. Okay. Okay. It didn't paste the title in the video because I'm recording this in real time. And when the dictate feature popped up, you didn't really see it, but it would literally say Pretty Little Baby like this. You'll be able to paste that in. The only reason why you're not seeing it is because I'm doing it on I have Zoom that's presenting it, and I should probably do it on my other phone to show it to you a lot better. But hit OK in this window and you edit the latest content. Then what it says, you also do want to do want to add any related longer form videos. If you say, man, I got none. So it kind of told me, hey, basically pops up and it tells you, hey, if you didn't do this, you're doing things without a purpose, go ahead and create a long form video, then add a related video to this particular video. And also it mentions use select audiences. And of course, I selected that audience. I'm gonna hit upload. But this is what I meant by saying related video. If I was to click on related video, I could pick this YouTube thumbnail Sora to Remixer. This one later is gonna get created. And typically, what I do is I create a short, long form video followed by short form content, and then I mix long form video with short form content. Okay. And over here I didn't do it, but if I was to hit play, it would get uploaded and it would get lots of views. Now, this thing also could be done on TikTok as well. And you could also do the same strategy on TikTok. Now, right here, I already posted it. But over here, you can see kind of TikToks. You could go to multiple TikToks if you have multiple TikTok accounts. And what we do, we operationalize those multiple TikTok accounts. So this way you don't have to worry with the press. Like over here, I just included like this, 318 without editing the version with the captions. But if I was to edit the version with the captions, it would get a lot more. Now, not only because I was able to edit with the captions, I was able to add my description title, which is also used in site automation. This is the intent. You could also have the same thing on Insta. Notice how this Sora automation is 750. That's kind of crazy. Now, keep something in mind. Once again, I didn't do the title here, and it still did well. But just because you're not editing title and thumbnail doesn't mean that you will do well. In majority of the cases it does, but it's just going to be easier for you to, on a longer term basis, find your videos and for your video people to click on it and see more views as you keep doing it. But if it's brand new like this, you could still have 750 views because notice all the other ones are like 10 views on 4 views, right? Those videos are changing. This one 3 views, absolutely nothing. So, but this one, when I get it, 750 views, right? So this is really crazy. And followers, 0%, non-followers, 100%. So what does it tell you? That means there's non-followers who actually my content more than followers. Now, it's something like all of these additional places where you add automations could be extended and added with automations, just like buys by social blast that allows you to blast content across multiple sources. And the idea is to do something, guys, but it's it's one of those good ideas. Now, if I wanted to open that on Insta and extend the automation to Insta, I could do something like this. I could go here and I could add something like this. Menu, choose menu, and we'll do something like this. Use this. Do you want to also blast that video on Insta, and then you want to bet, I bet. So you want to do like this, I bet me, boom. So right now, what we do, we're gonna open up that, and we're gonna include Insta like this, Insta, and there we go. Now we're gonna do quick menu, um, alert, alert, and we're gonna do drop this to Insta. Now, why am I doing this not outside of the automation? Because automation will butcher it. It will not add native elements that will increase your chances of getting um, like more views. Because social is like when you do things from your height. Social alert, you can see uh, pick, hit plus, hit plus. So we'll take a look over here, how that looks like. We hit plus, and then we can select similar. So we're gonna hit plus, then select multiple, select your latest thumbnail, and Sora to then continue, hit OK, then hit OK, and then we're gonna quickly go here and be like, how does that look like? I'm gonna go plus, and then over here there's also templates. We'll talk about how to use them a bit later, but use this like this, and you could put story like this. So choose story, and over here you could pick, if you pick story, you can pick multiple, real, story, post. So real is what you could pick and hit next. So we're gonna pick real, but we could increase it by adding a story. And so hit real, then hit real, select real, select real, select your latest thumbnails, and sort to video, then hit OK, blast and stuff. Okay, now we're gonna do copy, paste below, then we're gonna put hit next, hit next. Now we can do something extra, like push this to a folder, to open up a YouTube folder and blast it there as well. So, but we already blasted, but this whole thing is all about YouTube. But let's say if you wanted to do like a really lazy way where you use Zapier to blast video just by uploading to the folder where you don't really have to do all this other extra stuff, then you can most certainly do that. And it will allow you to blast it there. But what if you want to blast it to Insta, thread, all that? Well, when you upload it to Insta, it's gonna repost it with populated on thread automatically and on pictures and in Facebook, which is pretty cool. That's why you gotta do it real. If you don't do real the story, then you may not do that. But you still want to also utilize stories. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say upload this first on reel, first as reel, then also later, then add thumbnail, pick into stories a bit later after getting it as reel. So right now it says, so we're gonna do notification. We're gonna we're gonna say show opening up and stuff, and okay, so like this. Now we're gonna add, we're gonna do, so right now upload this first reel, then add into story editing as well, then hit OK, hit OK. Okay, so let's go back and we go instant plus. So we're gonna do rel like this, and we're gonna find the second one. Sora, go. So over here, there's templates. So what you could do in those templates, I describe in Wise Price Social Blaster for how to use. But we're gonna skip. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna hit next. So let's hit that. Let's put on sound and see how it sounds. Notice how sound blocks it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start over. So we're gonna hit next, skip, so we're gonna hit next, and we're gonna do paste, create a little baby. Right, once again, this is for here, I'm just typing it in, but you're gonna be pasting the automation is gonna have that on your clipboard. And now what I'm gonna do is you could add additional stickers like this. That will increase your chances of getting more better results. So you could do something like this, sound on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say add a sticker. Guys, remember, every time you use a native feature, it's gonna make it possible. It's gonna push you further. Add a sticker. Okay. Then we're gonna then paste the video. Add a video. Hit OK. So add a sticker. Choose a sticker and add a sticker. Hit OK. So then what we're gonna do, paste into the description like this. We could add additional things in here, but we're gonna refrain for now. But there is Okay, there's a couple of other things, guys. There's captions. We could add captions like this. Okay, so we're gonna add captions for sure. Every little thing increases your chances, guys, that you add like any of those features. It will increase your chances. So if you go back, keep editing, next. Now we're gonna add the captions over here. Click add captions. So we wanna remind you to do that because then you will forget. Don't do it. The video has less of a chance to come up. Okay, so this is how it looks. Add captions, then hit OK. And we're gonna kind of see what that goes. Then hit share. And hit share. Hit share. Okay. Now posting to Insta. Now we're gonna mention that it's posting to Insta. Posting to Insta. And cross posting to Pinterest and Threads and Facebook. This is why you gotta do this Reels first. So now we wanna say we wanna post onto blast add captions and stuff. So now what we wanna do is add paste this description. And description. So right now we're just giving titles, guys. And there's a sticker. Post onto Sora. Okay, so I think what we'll do is after we posted audience, everyone, more options. Okay, we're gonna hit share. Then we're gonna click on this. We're gonna hit plus. We're gonna hit story, and we're gonna pick this pretty little baby. So we're gonna add this, and we're gonna give it a title. So boom, your story will go up like that. So this way it will end up here, and stories are getting pushed as well, guys. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna say spotlight. We want to post. Let's now post this into stories. Let's post it to stories on Insta. Okay, And I think I'm gonna do is below. Click plus, then paste the title into kind of what we're gonna do. Hit plus, then select story, then select story, then select click plus, then select story, then hit OK. Okay. Now we're just gonna go copy this and click select your thumbnail, nail video, image, and paste. Okay. So let's select your thumbnail image and add caption, image, and add captions, caption, paste it, paste it in. So obviously we're gonna have all this inside of the clipboard, but wait a little bit. Okay, and then you're gonna hit submit. Then hit submit. Well, now we're gonna add viral sound. We're gonna add trending. Pick a reel that has add a viral sound. So we're gonna add. Let's do add a sticker and a viral sound. Then hit OK. Add a sticker. Add a viral sound. Add a sticker. And a viral sound. Then hit OK. So we're gonna pick a sticker. Okay. And we're gonna add sound. And we're gonna put ooh la la 1.1. I mean, actually, you know what? For the sound, we're not gonna go do 1.1 mil because you have less chances of popping up. For a video, we're gonna do 192. Why? Because you have a greater chance. So, okay, okay. So we're gonna say add a sticker and a right sound, then move it to correct place, to appropriate to the right spot. But okay, I think this is good. Done like this. So now we have it operationalized. We could probably go for YouTube post as well. Let's take a look at what we have on YouTube. But before we do that, let's just take a look at what we have on this drive. So we got the D value, and I think we're pretty much ready. Let's see. So we got D, show more options, properties, 49 gigabytes. Okay, that's kind of nothing. So, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let me just see exactly. Okay, 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 we're gonna copy that. And the rest is gonna copy that. Gonna copy and delete that. There we go. So now we got backed up everything. We're good to go. So we freed up space, shut down the trash. So this is cool. I think mission accomplished. And we'll continue with the rest of it. Um, other automation that we're working on progress for the avatar and stuff still going to be hot. But I think this is good. We managed to improve things up from the Google Drive. Now, finalize this week was enough for today. And let's see what it is. But hopefully you found this helpful. If you guys are interested in this automation, YouTube, Sora, Remixer, thumbnail generator that blasts things across YouTube, Insta, Threads, Pinterest, Facebook, and mixes up Sora 2 video, then definitely guys DM what happened on Insta. So this way you could get access to it, and my Stack subscribers would get access to it. Subscription is only $14.99 per month, and I'll see you next time.